Last message. Zhanna Samsonova's mother has revealed how she urged her to return home before she died. The mother of vegan influencer Zhanna Samsonova has devastatingly told of how she begged her to come home the day before she died. The 39-year-old is feared to die from starvation and exhaustion after attempting to live off an extreme fruit-only diet in Southeast Asia. The Russian national, known as Zhanna Dar to her social media followers, died on July 21 in a Malaysian hospital. She previously told her followers that she had spent the last 4 years of her life eating and drinking only fruits, sunflower seed sprouts, fruit smoothies and juices. Her mother, Vera Samsonova, said she had caught a cholera-like infection, exacerbated by her diet just hours before she was due to fly home from her travels. Vera, 63, has revealed her heartbreaking last phone conversation with her daughter where she begged her to return to Moscow. "Zhanna, you need to go to Moscow," the 63-year-old had pleaded. "I understood that Zhanna was about to die, but still I could not help her in any way. My daughter's life has turned into a nightmare," she told Russian newspaper Novye Izvestia. In Samsonova's last moments, Vera explained that seemed to have finally understood the errors of her ways and replied, "Yes, I was so mistaken." The mother said that she had fought for years to save her troubled daughter but was unable to help her in her last moments as she could not fly abroad. Debts had prevented her leaving Russia, but she had been sending her hospitalized daughter all of her earnings. In the months leading up to her death, the food blogger's friends feared that her diet was becoming increasingly restrictive and her anorexia was getting worse. One friend, Olga Cherneva, told Russian media how Samsonova could barely walk. "I watched her journey to death for 7 years. About 5 months ago, I met Zhanna in Sri Lanka and she had a haggard look. Her legs were swollen. It was amazing that she was still moving. I think she did it through pain." Cherneva added that she was forced to helplessly watch as Samsonova, who refused to get treatment, turned to only bones, and was left bedbound. If she got up, it was very difficult for her to walk. It took several minutes to overcome one step of the stairs. The raw food influencer also had touted online that her body does not require water. "I have not drunk water for the last 6 years. This is a common occurrence in those who are on a fruit diet," she wrote on Instagram post from last year. "This is not something that I limit or restrain myself, it's just that my body does not require it," she added. Her hands were like those of my 12-year-old sister, thin, they told Russian news outlet 116.ru. A few months ago, in Sri Lanka, she already looked exhausted. They sent her home to seek treatment. When I saw her in Phuket, I was horrified. I lived one floor above her and every day I feared finding her lifeless body in the morning. I convinced her to seek treatment, but she didn't make it." Samsonova regularly promoted her fruit-only diet online, telling her 16,000 followers that, "I see my body and mind transform every day. I love my new me, and never move on to the habits that I used to use."